Okay, it's like 5 in the morning. That's a snowdrift. I'm gonna give you a little tour of my building. This is my office. This is my playhouse here. Storage shelf there. That's a 3,000 watt, 48 volt DC generator. I believe it runs on gasoline. Never had to use it, but they shipped it to me. They insisted I had to have that. I'll give you a little tour here. Let's start at the other end. This is my Bitcoin mining operation here. Let's start down at the power side of things. Okay, so what we have here is our breaker panels, alarm panel, climate control. Right now it's heating the building. It's calling for 4-stage heat because I got the door open. Normally the air conditioning would be running. There's 2 barred air conditioners, 5 ton each, I think they are. Transfer switch, so if the grid goes down, generator kicks in outside and transfers over to the generator. Not high voltage, but they didn't have any other appropriate signs to indicate that there's power in here, and there was nothing else really marking that. And yes, I have had to come in here and transfer that. For whatever reason, the grid was dirty and it wouldn't transfer back, and the generator stayed running and running and running and running. Finally put a load on it by manually transfer it, and the grid stabilized. Don't ask me why, but it worked. Anyway, so 240 volts AC goes into here, single phase. And these are rectifiers. The AC comes in here. 3 of these are asleep. They've changed brands. These are the same as these. They've changed brands because it was bought out by Alpha. Cortex was bought out by Alpha. These rectifiers are on all the time and they load share. Right now 3 of them are asleep. Last time I logged in. That's going to change soon though when we fire up those Netflix servers. There's the amperage draw for the entire building. Well, not including the AC and the lights. So this DC here is parallel with that battery bank. These are your DC breakers to all the racks. These big cables here come from there. And at the same time, these rectifiers are in parallel with these 2 wires and that battery bank. So if the grid goes down, there's no interruption. As soon as the grid goes down, there's a little bit of a delay while the generator starts, but these batteries pick up the slack and they start discharging. As soon as the generator fires up, they start recharging. So they never do take much of a beating. And these are needing to be replaced here pretty soon, and I'm going to see if I can score them. I'd love to have that in my off-grid homestead. So we're running some new wires here. That's DC wiring, dual. You're going to have an A and a B. Believe it or not, the black is the positive. Just to fuck you up. It is. So those 2 wires I just showed you that are hanging. Let me show you what's going on that's new first. They come down to here, to that fuse box. And that is the back of 2 Netflix servers. And they're very long, big, and there's 50, trust me, yes, 50 12 terabyte hard drives, spin drives, 50 of them in there. There is. I took the lid off just to have a look. They're 12 terabyte spin drives in each. So there's like 100 times 12 terabytes worth of server here. There's 4 10 gigabit ports here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're 10 gigabits each. So there's 40 gigabits of bandwidth there and 40 gigabits of bandwidth there. I don't think they're going to hook up all 4 ports though. That's a lot of bandwidth. That goes right on our network through all this crap here. All fiber optics in and out of this building. That's the old DOCSIS 3.0 that's been decommissioned, and this E6000 here replaced that. DOCSIS 3.1, made by Aris. In this town, we've got 16 downstreams on each node, 16 channels going to each node, and the new modems can utilize all 16 of those channels at the same time. And we do sell a gigabit here now. At the home, you have a modem which transmits and receives. This is transmitting to the modem, and the modem would receive from this. We have node 2, 3, 4, and 5 on this one from an optical splitter, and all the rest of the nodes are on their own. They're larger nodes. These are 3 small nodes. That's going out to the home. That's a laser transmitter. This is RF going in to a transmitter. Okay, I'll show you the front of that in a second. And here's the receiver. There's fiber coming in at the front, and this is all the nodes coming back. And there's only 8 nodes actually in use. There's some future wiring here. That return signal, like when you upload your porn, or your pictures, or your family Facebook photos, whatever, they come this way, they come here, go up that red wire, up there, and they come down here and they get split and directed the directions they need to go. There's a sweep gear, they get recombined over here for sweep gear, and then when you order a movie, that one signal that when you push order goes into a box in this rack. I'll show you that in the front in a minute. But for the internet porn that you're uploading, comes down here, goes into here. This is coming from your home. Goes here and then up there. Goes across the racks. And into here. That's the in. That's coming from your home. That's in here. It's called RX here, TX at the home. And then from there, it goes out through fiber optics on the front and makes its way to the internet gateway. See these fiber cables in here? And there they jump over to here and blah, 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 and then they're gone. They're out to the gateway. And coming back, it comes back. These white wires is transmit here, which is RX at the home. Okay, and they make their way up across these racks. To here. Yeah, this is abandoned. We're replacing that. They come directly into here now. These combiners. This is all abandoned. This is old shit that I got to take out yet. They come into here, and then they mix with the TV channels and all your other services that you can buy. Telephone and everything is on the broadband cable in this town. That signal comes into here, combines with everything else, and then comes over to here, the transmitters. Let me open that up for you. Those are fiber optic transmitters. That would be a 10 dB laser. That would be a 4 dB laser. And there's the spare parts up there in case stuff fails. That is a quad receiver that can receive up optics from up to 4 nodes. And all of these are quads here. They're not all in use. Hang on, let me open that for you. And there, as you can see, this one's got 3 ports in use. And each one of these has 1. This one's using 3. None of them are fully loaded. It'll tell you on the front here which ones are in use. I got a text coming in. I'm waiting for somebody. We're doing a cutover right now. So I'm going to pause the camera and check that. And I'll be right back.